All right, so here's the true test. I got the pump installed, and now there's a dog coming over here to harass me. Nope, leave my fish alone. He tries to get to the fish. He digs a hole underneath the deal. Leave the fish alone. All right, so here's what we're working with. I didn't have time to find the fuel pump wire, so this is literally going to be my switch right now. I'm just going to plug it into this cigarette adapter thing that this was already under here that I had. So I just connected this to the white wires. This is just for testing. I got everything else is permanent. I purged the lines. The pump works. I'm not even sure if there's any gas left in this thing because I was siphoning a lot of it out, so we might be low on gas. And then I just ran the wire. It's going through the door here. So this is the fuel pump power wire, and it's going to be just fine right there. And then it goes underneath here, and we got it tied on. It's all secure under here, and it goes to the fuel pump. So I found out that fuel pump, I was saying for days that, oh, it's $100 and something bucks, $530. It's an X-Mark fuel injection fuel pump. So I already took the line off the back of the TBI, and I purged the line like 4 or 5 times. Connected it back, so if there's going to be any leak, it's going to be right there on the back of the throttle body, because that's just a hard place to work, and that line is so rigid. And I didn't replace that O-ring. So, and I've been tangenting all day, cleaning up around the work area. All right, I had this done 5 hours ago. All right, so what I'm going to do, this is the true test. I'm going to connect our fuel pump right here. I know this is all right, I hear it running. And we're going to come in here and see if we got fire in the hole. Yeah, it's not promising. I might need to put gas in here now. Wait a minute, it's idling. Let's just see how long it runs. I'm just gonna let it idle, and yeah, there's no, see what I was doing is I was draining all the gas out. I'm gonna have to go and fill up the gas cans with gas and put more gas in this thing before I feel safe to go to the store. Plus, I need to find the actual fuel pump wire. Let's see if we're leaking on the throttle body, but it's idling. So that's now the key is, do we have any leaks? Let me get my flashlight. I don't see anything dripping. I'm gonna get the creeper, and we're gonna peek underneath there real quick, see if we got any leaks on my fuel system. And tomorrow, you know, Fridays are my easier days of work. I still have to work tonight. So I should be able to find the fuel pump wire and connect it up the right way instead of that, you know, permanent thing that I did. All right, so we're gonna go under here while it's running. There's a lot of gas fumes. That was all gas that I purged out of the system, but it's already off gas, so it'll be just fine. So I don't see any leaks. Here's my setup here. Damn it, no. This is really hard to do because I got this on my wrist. I'm gonna give it a shot. So there's the pump, no leaks. So what I ended up doing is I came off the front of the, I'm gonna do a better video of this later. I'm gonna do like a 4K. This is gonna be a video that I post on my website, how I converted this thing to a external fuel pump, and so far no leaks. Like I said, that's my temporary connection. I ended up looping the fuel line all the way back there so it wouldn't have any kinks, and it would also give me enough slack to move things around if I wanted to. But so far, she's idling pretty smooth. lot of exhaust back here. So there's my cat. That cat has been gutted. So this truck has no back pressure. And that's what these older motors like better. So one of these is my fuel pressure. My fuel pump line. I'm thinking it could be this red and blue here, but I'm gonna have to do some research, or it could be this group right here. But like I said, I ran out of time. I was cleaning the driveway. All these, there's grass growing up on all these expansion joints here. And that probably took about 4 or 5 hours. I did some big time tending, but I got sick of when I was working under here, that grass was in my face, and then ants are growing, ant beds and shit. So, all right, so when it warms up, I'm gonna check the oil pressure, make sure everything's good. I'm just gonna put the creeper up. I got y'all on my wrist here, so everything's all right. I'd love to take it for a drive, but I hate for it to fail, and then I'll have to get pulled back to the house. I don't want to do it this time of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be stupid for me to ask one of my friends, hey, can you pull me back to the house this time of day, especially when I need to work. If it wasn't a work night. But yeah, it's running with the external fuel pump. Again, that is an X-Mark fuel injector. It's a fuel pump that goes onto a fuel injected commercial lawnmower. And you're gonna say, oh, well, that's not good. No, that's one of the best fuel pumps made. It's $500 and something for each pump. They're made to work. The reason why I say they're the best pumps, they're made to work in high vibration, high heat, high dust, 8 hours a day. So you do the math. All right, so it's gonna be a little exhausty here, but I'm gonna start giving her some throttle and see if she can, let's see if she's warmed up yet. We got good oil pressure. Let's see if we got enough pressure to give us some RPMs now. That's a good sign. God, this truck sounds good. Wish it was early in the day. It's got good throttle response, almost better than before. I got my fire extinguisher here, but we're good. No leaks. We got good oil pressure. I'll give it full throttle here in a second. I'm just kind of cleaning everything out, cleaning the plugs. This thing's been sitting for months. There we go. Now it's finally starting to warm up. The fan clutch stopped putting restriction on the engine now, so I'll get more response. I just got my hand on the key just in case the throttle sticks. This engine doesn't rev like my 360. My 360 will do 5.5 grand. This thing kind of peaks out at 4. It's a lower RPM engine. It's an old 350 fuel injection. I think it has better response than before. Really, I do. This pump has got a higher pressure. My other pump must have been going out for a while, because this thing used to be boggy. Now it's got some response to it. So this is a vacuum gauge. So when you let off, you get more vacuum. And the reason why I have this on here is because when I had the big tires on there, it really lugs the transmission, those 38 Super Swampers. And you really need to watch your vacuum to make sure you're not putting your transmission under too much load. So that's what that's for. So if you're losing vacuum, you got your accelerator down too much. Like I said, this little red LED, when this kicks on, there we go. That's when my torque converter's locked. So right now it's locked, unlocked. I modded my transmission so I have a locking torque converter on the fly anytime I wanted. I just need to mount the switch a little bit better. And I also got another vacuum gauge coming off of the idler control valve right here. See the vacuum right there? So See how that's a lot more responsive? Because that is actually coming off the back of the idler control valve, which creates a intentional vacuum leak. So you see how quick it loses. See how quick it's losing. Let me see. See how quick it loses vacuum? So when I was troubleshooting the idling issue on this truck, I did that. I'm just going to keep it there. Another reason why it's cool to have this one up here, I can take this line loose right here, and I can run the truck on propane in an emergency and let it idle, or run it on starter fluid. The truck will idle just by spraying starter fluid in this vacuum tube here. But see how it kicks down just for a second when I give it a little bit of throttle, and then it kicks back up? That's the idler control valve, so you know it's working. And it seems like it's working better now than it did before. I think my fuel pump had been going out for years, because this thing's got some really good response. I can't wait to see what she does on the road. Well, another exciting day. I broke my fast at 34 hours this morning. So yeah, I don't think there's any point in letting it run any longer. It's warmed up. I don't know, we'll just let it idle for a second. I like hearing this truck. So I broke my fast at 3 o'clock this morning. I ended up eating some grass-fed beef, a little bit of grass-fed cheese, some moringa, and I'll get to the chat here in a second. I'm just really excited that this is working. I wish I had the wiring done. It'd be hard not to go for a cruise, but I really do need to put more gas in the tank. So yeah, I was wanting to do a 2-day fast, but I stopped it at 34 hours. Because the reason why, I didn't want to have to get up early in the morning, because I was thinking I needed to eat something. So I just broke my fast, and I can hear the exhaust in your voice. Okay, that's funny. All right. So yeah, anyway, where was I at? So anyway, I broke my fast. It's okay. 34-hour fast is not bad. All right, so like I said, now we'll see if the pump, I'm going to kill the truck by letting it use, it's going to lose fuel pressure, if I can speak. So this is how I'm running the fuel pump right now. So this will kill the truck if I pull this. Yep, there we go. So truck no runny anymore, and that's just proof that the old fuel pump's not working, because everything's still hooked back, everything's still hooked up. So yeah, it was definitely not running on the old fuel pump. You just saw that. So that's cool. I need to make sure that doesn't connect overnight. And like I said, I'm going to hook it up the right way. I need to find the, I'm going to put that off to the side here. I just did that because I'm running out of time. If I wouldn't have started cleaning up around here, I'd have been done already. But, oh, I hate when that happens. You gotta slam it like you own it. And I've adjusted the shit out of these. I was just afraid this was gonna get caught in the door. It won't. I've adjusted these where they don't rattle. I mean, that's, look at that gap, it's perfect. Like I said, this is the switch to the locking torque converter. I rewired the valve body. That was, like I said yesterday, that was kind of a journey. It was a learning experience. I learned a lot about how these old Chevy throttle bodies, valve transmission valves and shit work, and all how the solenoid's activated. I'm gonna leave the charger on it overnight. I'm gonna put a solar panel in this thing, and I haven't decided. Let me make sure we're not leaking anywhere. No drippy. That's the only O-ring I didn't replace in the system. I'll get to the chat here in a second, I promise. I just want to shut her down, put the ladder up. So yeah, this is what I was cleaning up today. So all these expansion joints had grass in them like this. See that? And that's Bermuda grass. That stuff is the devil, and it's hell to get up. I'm on my knees picking that crap up. So yeah, I pulled it out of all these expansion joints. It took me about 5 hours to do just this. And I got about an hour more of work probably right here. And then I also discovered that my tote with all my childhood stuff in it was full of water. It's kind of depressing, but I dried it out and washed it out. I even found some of my old jewelry back when I was had an earring in my ear, and I used to wear jewelry, a gold chain around my neck. I was that guy without a t-shirt on. Here's my throwing stars, a lot of Hot Wheels stuff. There's a lot of stuff in here that got destroyed that would have been worth some money to a collector, but here's something for you, Cowboys Mosh. Here you go, Cowboys Mosh. This is Cowboys. How you like that? I'll put that in the house right now. And Whataburger. So yeah, I'm gonna clean that up, and that'll be in the studio. That way, when we're on Cowboys Mosh's panel, we'll have some swag. We'll be supporting the Cowboys. So now, how much would you give, huh? This is old too, by the way. I had this when I was a kid. All right, so what else we got going on here? I'm still fasting today, obviously. Okay, I haven't been running the AC in the house lately because I haven't been working much in the house. Hey, got the dough show. Why is that stuff in the driveway? Okay, let me explain it again. So here's the story. I had all my totes in the garage, and then when she moved back in about 6 or 7 years ago, I pulled that stuff out, put it on a trailer, and I made sure that no water was going to get into them. And it was a lot of my stuff. I probably lost, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000 worth of equipment because it got wet. And then we had that big hailstorm, and it broke the top of the totes, and I didn't know it. The hailstorm was intense, and I didn't think about it, and they filled up with water. So what I did today, all this stuff was in that tote. So it was all rusted. I mean, it was just like slime, rust slime. So I rinsed off everything as good as I could with the water hose. This probably took me about an hour right here. And I let it dry in the sun, and then I'm going to put it up tonight, obviously. It's not going to stay out here, especially my gold necklaces and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to pick all this up. It's going to go into another dry tote, and it's going to go in the garage, and I'm going to sort through it whenever I want to. But there was a lot of cool stuff in here. Like this still works, actually. This little thing, you wind it up and it walks. That's the kind of stuff I had as a kid, but I used to make jewelry. This was a thing you wear around your neck. That's made out of wires. I made rings. That's a ring, copper. When I polish that up, that looks going to look really cool. I made these kinds of things. Got wheat pennies in here. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. A lot of, look at this. Smokey and the Bandit. And that's all rusted up. But yeah, that's from when I was a kid. A lot of old school toys in here. Like, I know this is old. Look at that. Look at that. And like this, they don't make these anymore. That's like a cast iron. I can't tell the date on it, but yeah, this was all in like mint condition before it got destroyed by sitting in water for however many years, and I didn't know about it. I just got too much going on. But I'm going to slow down once I get all this fixed, get this all cleaned up, and I'll be able to park 3 trucks up here again. The next project is when I get this running perfect, which it should be tomorrow. It should be running perfect, the Suburban. I'm going to put a fuel pump on the 65. We'll be cruising on both trucks. So then I'll have 3 trucks running, and then we'll just have to work on the 80 model, the white one. That one's going to be a little bit more intense project because it needs, I need to go through the brakes. And I'm going to take these tires and wheels off. This is what belongs on the white Chevy truck. So these I robbed off the white Chevy. We're going to put them back on the white Chevy because these are bi-ply tires. It rides like a tank with these things. These are the roughest riding tires. And it doesn't help having this lift kit. So I'm going to put some Michelin, like I have on the Dodge, on this thing. I'm going to put street tires on it. I'm not mudding in this truck anymore. I'm done with those days. So I'm going to put street tires on it. The biggest ones that will fit on the wheels that I got. I got wheels just like this, as a matter of fact. I like these old steel wheels. I like them to look rusty. But I'm actually going to paint the ones that I put on here just because I don't want them to rust any more than they are. I want to stop the rust in that state. So yeah, that's why this stuff is in the driveway. And look, all these expansion joints, I cleaned all these out, all that. It was just a mess. And then I got 2 window units here, one in the back, some concrete for a project. All that crap needs to go. I'm either going to sell those window units or give them to somebody. I got to get rid of those batteries. I heard I can get $30 for each one of those yesterday. So, and then the driveway will be completely clean. We'll have 3 trucks up here. I can actually park 5 trucks up here. But then I have to move one to get the other one out of the way. No, I think I can do 4. I can do 4 side by side. Yeah, I just have to favor on this side a little bit. Yeah, I can do 4 trucks. This is the biggest driveway in the whole neighborhood. When I built this house, I spent $16,000 on the rock work extra and $4,000 on all the concrete and flat work because the patio is really big in the back. And so look how wide this driveway is. It's everybody else's driveway. It's just like 1 car, maybe 2. And this one I can do 4 trucks wide. So got 1 truck there, another truck goes there, another truck would go right here, and then another truck would go right here. And then you still got room to walk around and open your door. But when you park that other truck, you need to favor the edge of the concrete. And then you could obviously park more in front of the other trucks or cars. And if you had a stupid smart car, you could probably park about 50 of them in the driveway. We're going to put up our ladder. So yeah, I'm pretty excited that worked. At first I was thinking, oh, it's not going to work. And I really didn't know if I had enough gas to test it out. So I'm good. I'm glad that there's enough gas in the truck to do that test that we did. So I think we're going to call it a day here. I still have to work tonight. Oh, and last night was a nightmare. So I'm doing my work last minute, and something's wrong with my FTP server to where it's just uploading slow as crap. It was taking like 15 minutes to upload a 50 meg audio file to the radio station. So I had to scramble at the last minute and find a file transfer that didn't want you to use the email and that would work with the old Windows XP Chrome browser. Because all the new modern transfer crap uses I don't know if it's HTML5 or what the hell they're using, but I found something called mail file, and it's really simple. Go to the site, upload your files, it gives you your sticky link, you copy and paste that into your VNC, and then boom, I was downloading. So yep, all right, so let me check out the chat here. So the truck's running. Again, I used an X-Smart fuel pump, and here's the funny thing. I got the fuel pump from Jay's Auto when they were replacing it on a mower, and it didn't work when I got it. So I said, give it to me. And I'm going to tell them to give me all their broken stuff. I need to tell everybody because I can fix stuff. And I got the fuel pump and I hooked it up and it didn't do anything. So I put WD-40 on both ends and then capped off the ends, tapped it around, and it finally broke loose. There was some debris that got into the input side, and it probably was a bad filter. And a lot of these crappy little filters will allow trash to get inside these electronic fuel pumps, and they just won't spin up. And this pump, when I did a bench test last night, it was over 30 psi, so it's probably a 40 psi pump. It's probably what it's rated at. I don't know what flow, but it's got plenty of flow. You saw the throttle response on the Suburban. And I really hate to take those tires and wheels off because I like, those are my grandpa's. He bought those when he was still alive. but I'm going to put them back on his truck. That white truck I inherited from my grandfather, and I was the, you know, the family mechanic. So they gave me that truck because I always worked on it for him anyway. And you know, I've replaced the brake booster, the radiator, alternator, master cylinder. I've redone the fuel system because it has 2 tanks, and I took the switcher out because the one tank is just full of garbage, so it's running on the right side tank right now. Put a radio in it, you name it. Carburetor kit, I rebuilt the carburetor, plugs, wires. I did some transmission work on it because the transmission was slipping, so I pulled the pan off and worked on the valve body a little bit. Readjusted the modulator so it would shift better. All that fun stuff, you know. But yeah, I did that truck. I worked on that truck when he was still alive, so I'm glad I got it, and I just need to get it back on the road because it's looking pretty sad out there. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat now. So I see Ty Guy, we got Steve S, Pat, bug spray. Yeah, you talking about chemtrails? Let's see, Justin Jeffrey, how many solar pellet, can't talk. How many solar powered golf carts can you park in the driveway? Yeah, well, I guess what I could do is pull up the cart, because I had it here earlier today, but I pulled it behind the house about an hour ago because I was listening to the radio. I could pull up the cart, we could take a measurement, and then we'd measure the whole driveway, and then we can do some math. Ty Guy says, I'm live and gaming, not for kids though. Laugh out loud. All right, cool. Ty Guy's live right now, so if you want to head over to Ty Guy, we can hand the stream over to Ty Guy here in a little bit. And he put his link in the chat. Fry, don't forget to share. Okay, so Loud Red saying like, share, and subscribe, I think. Awesome. So I'm going to do a detailed video of how I converted this truck to an external fuel pump. I don't know why everybody doesn't do that. I think I know why now. The pumps are about 400 and something bucks is the cheapest one I could find. That's probably why. And you can buy the OEM pump for 60 bucks for this truck. So the OEM fuel pump that goes in the tank is 60 bucks. An aftermarket pump is about 430, and the one I put on there was $534. And I got it for free because it was broken and I fixed it. How long is it going to run? I don't know. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to immediately order another pump. Not like that one, but something that's more affordable. Or I'm going to ask Jay if he can give me a better price. And maybe he can order a pump like that. So I can have a backup pump. And I'll have, I'll be able to replace it. And it's easy to do. It'll just be on the side of the road. I'll have all my tools that I need. So if the pump does fail, I'll be able to just replace it on the side of the road, because the truck's got a lift kit already. It's easy to get under there. So I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes. It's feeding time for them. I'm not wearing a shirt. I'm in shorts, no shoes. I still got to pick up all that crap on the driveway. Yeah. Computer, turn on I love you. That's what I'm talking about. And see, when it does that, it also turns on the pantry light. So somebody was saying that they saw something in my pantry that I eat that they didn't think that I ate or something. I don't eat this shelf. This is kind of like emergency food. I didn't even buy this, I don't think. And it's kind of old. So I'm not eating corn or soups or any of that garbage. This shelf, I don't eat the beans because it's just, it's really not a nutritional supplement. I'll eat the peanut butter, organic peanut butter, and some of the honey. But yeah, I really just don't eat much at all anymore. Oh, check this out. So in that tote, I found I had some sheets like this. And look at the sheets that I was sporting when I was younger. So that was the design. These are the pillow covers. I don't have the sheets though, but I found these pillow covers. So I rinsed them off. They were all like nasty. Rinsed them off. There's still some rust stains right here. It's got rust stains. I rinsed them off on the driveway, let them kind of sun bake, and then washed them. And I'm going to probably put them on the bed. That's just so cool. These things are every bit of probably 30 or 40, 35 years old, at least 40. So yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, I had those sheets. I was sporting that in my bedroom. I had black lights. So imagine now those sheets and those pillowcases with black lights. And I had everything fluorescent, glowing and crap. Yeah, I was that guy. All right, well, I got to work still, and I got to clean up the driveway. I'd love to chat, but I'm just too busy to do that lately. If I didn't have to work and clean up the driveway, we'd hang out more, but like I said, I'm going to do a detailed video. Oh, here's another cool thing. So I found my air horn that used to be on the Suburban. So I'm going to put it on the truck again. And I had it rigged up with a cable with a string. And I'm probably going to do that again instead of, because I could pull a cable on the left side of my truck just like a semi. This is a loud horn. And I know it's only one, but it's got a really obnoxious frequency. So I'm going to put this back on the Suburban. And I'm probably going to add another horn that I found today too when I was looking for some stuff. I'm going to add this little plastic thing. This little dinky horn too. Right here. It comes in a set of 3. But yeah, I might just add that too. They sound kind of crappy though. I might just do the one. But yeah, fun stuff. We're going to mod the truck back and make it look more, give it some flair when it comes to the horn. Alright. What's Stephanie saying? Laugh out loud. We be cool. Alright. Like. Alright, so anything in the chat, just if anybody's got a channel they want to promote, put it in the chat. I'm going to be signing off. The world's... That would be cool, Justin Jeffrey said. Whatever I was talking about. Alright, so I'm scrolling up to the chat. Let me try to get to the very beginning. What did I miss? Alright, Fry pumping the truck. Let's go. We see the watch. Oh yeah, and sexy. Alright, so yeah. I'm just reading the chat. So yeah, I worked outside like this all day. See, I'm getting better. I'm going to start working out more. I just want to get my 6-pack going here. I'm getting close. But yeah, 51, not too bad. If I took the glasses off and I had my makeup on, I would look pretty good. But yeah, I didn't do my hair. I haven't put on my makeup. So I'm working on it. But yeah, I worked outside like that all day. Good night, everybody. Yeah, laugh out loud. I got to make you laugh at the end of the stream. So, do you remember the Saturday Night Live skit when Chris Farley is he's trying to get a gig and he's up against the good-looking dude? You remember that skit where he's always trying to make himself look better than he is? He was really fat. He had his shirt off. That's the way I feel when I do that in the mirror. Not that I'm fat, but it's like, come on. It's like, stop hurting. I know you probably had to put some shades on. Night Loud Red, Night Stephanie, Night Pat. Same here, Stephanie. No truck drivers. For me, I'm retired. See you later. Love y'all. Let's see if we can end with a Poker Face song. All right. Computer, TV time. And that's just a routine that turns on my television and my subs. And it'll allow me to see the camera system. And it turns on all these like 19 speakers. And it also turns on the lights in the studio. All right. So now, computer, play Stalker by Poker Face from Plex. I screwed that up.
Playing by Poker Face from the album Made in America.
Wow. Got it. Even with me stumbling. All right, so we're going to be ending with the Poker Face. The song is Stalker by Poker Face.
Adios, mofo.